Welcome to TNT Spices. Today we have another cook for you. How about sweet tea and chicken? I got buttermilk here, but I didn't say buttermilk and chicken. I said tea. Come on now, stick with me on this. Let's make the sweet tea brine that we're going to use to make our sweet tea, sweet heat chicken. I have 4 cups, 1 quart of water in this pot. I have a dozen family-sized tea bags. We're going to boil this and steep our tea bags for about 30 minutes. Now, I have a half a cup of sugar. I have a 1/4 cup of salt, our Wise Men's Gold Lemon Myrrh Hot Sauce. This is a limited edition hot sauce. Contains a rare spice, kumio pepper. We're going to put a 1/4 cup of this into our tea mix. Give this a good stir to dissolve everything. I have 1 quart of ice water. We're going to pour this in. Stir this up. And that just rapidly cooled our brine. Now we're going to simply pour our brine over our chicken, place this in a refrigerator, and we're going to allow this to marinate overnight. We want it to marinate at least 12 hours.
The next day.
Now, the sweet tea brine, as you can see, does discolor our chicken. In this bowl, have a 1.5 cups of just all-purpose flour. Then I put a cup of cornstarch in here. Also going to add 2 teaspoons of baking powder. Then I'm going to take our sweet heat Szechuan Ghost seasoning.
Boy, that escalated quickly. I mean, that really got out of hand fast.
This is where we're getting our sweet tea, sweet heat. We're going to take a 1/4 cup of our seasoning, mix that directly into our flour here. In this bowl, I poured about a cup of buttermilk in here. We're going to take our chicken, we're going to dip it into our buttermilk. Then we're going to put it in our flour dredge here. Now what I like to do is I like to put it in here, give it a little shake first.
Shake that ass, bitch, and let me see what you got.
We're going to repeat this process for all of our chicken thighs. After we're done breading our chicken thighs, we're going to let this rest in the refrigerator for another 1.5 hours before we drop these into hot oil. Here, I have these little fruits or vegetables. They're actually a fruit because they do contain seeds. These are called Thai eggplants. We are going to simply cut the tops off and we're going to quarter these. Next, I have a cup of cold water. I have 1 tablespoon of salt. We're just going to mix this up and we're going to sit this to the side. After 30 minutes, we're just going to drain the water out of this. We're not going to rinse the eggplant. We're just going to, like I said, drain the water out.
Later, in the void.
I have 10 garlic cloves that I minced up real fine. I have 1 tablespoon of crushed red pepper flakes. I have 1/2 cup of white sugar. I have a 1/4 cup of vinegar. And I have a 1/2 cup of fish sauce. We're going to give this a thorough mix. And we're going to put this in our refrigerator. And we're going to let this marinate until our chicken is ready. And we'll serve this with our main meal. We're also going to make a second side dish to go with our chicken tonight. In the beginning of the video, you've seen this big, long vegetable. Actually, it's a fruit as well because it contains seeds. This is an Indian long squash. To begin this side dish, I've got about 9 garlic cloves here. We're going to mince this up real good. I've got about a dozen of these small sweet peppers, a large onion. We're going to chop this all up. Then our Indian long squash. I'm going to peel this, I'm going to de-seed it, and I'm going to chop this up. We're going to do all this off camera. In front of me I have a pot with about 2 to 3 tablespoons of oil that I have heated up. We're first going to take our peppers and onions that we've chopped up, add them to our oil. I'm going to saute these a little bit till they become a little translucent. Next, I have some garlic and some ginger. I've put about equal amounts of ginger and garlic in here. We're going to mix that in next. I'm going to take our can't beat it.
Look at that thing. Nature is amazing.
Now this isn't just for barbecue meats. This works on vegetables, all sorts of different varieties of dishes. This is quite delicious, very unique. Add this tablespoon. I'm going to add some of our Your Secret Addiction.
Some people have called it an addiction. It's not an addiction. I can stop whenever I want. I just don't want to, and I need it every day.
This is a global umami fusion. All these new spices of ours are all in one and done, but nobody says you can't mix them as well.
You broke the rules. Fuck you, I broke the rules. You breaking the rules. Fuck you broke the rules.
This flavor fusion of the two of these is stupendous. We're just going to give this a quick stir. Man, you should smell it already. We're going to take that Indian long squash that we diced all up. We also have a can of fire roasted diced tomatoes, liquid and all. I have a cup of water. And we're going to let this simmer probably anywhere from 15 to 20 minutes to allow our squash to tenderize. It's been about 20 minutes. Off camera, I added about a half a cup of additional liquid because our liquid had pretty much evaporated. Not all the way, but our squash still hadn't gotten tender enough. We're going to finish up our final bit of seasoning to this. I have a tablespoon of white sugar. I also have an additional teaspoon of our Your Secret Addiction. And you can also taste this for salt and pepper at this point if you'd like to adjust the seasoning. We're going to let this cook probably about another 5 to 10 minutes, and then we'll set this to the side. We now have a pot of oil at 325 degrees Fahrenheit. We are going to take our chicken thighs, we are going to cook them in this oil for 10 minutes. We're going to cook them on one side for 5 minutes, then we're going to cook them on the second side for 5 minutes.
5 minutes later.
We're going to turn these over. We'll let these continue to cook another 5 minutes. Another 5 minutes has passed. We're going to take our chicken thighs out of this pan. We're going to sit them onto a wire rack lined with some paper towels. We'll bring our oil back up to temp and we'll continue cooking the rest of our chicken. We're going to take these and throw these into a 300 degree Fahrenheit oven till the internal temperature reaches 175. When they reach temperature, we're going to plate our food up. Everything is finished. Cut this open. This is hot. Apologize for using my hands there. So moist, so flavorful, something you absolutely have to try. And I won't be continuing to use this fork and knife. I'm going to get messy once I turn this camera off. Thank you guys for joining us as always. God bless each and every one of you. Till the next time.